Today we're going to take a look at how to attack Kimuras from north-south. Okay, so what we're going to assume first is a strong framing opponent. So we're here, he has strong frames. And if I let him stay at this position, he's going to push off the frames, get his hips involved, spin into me, and I lose control. So first we need to be able to control our opponent here. As he has these frames and starts pushing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get up and use my head on the hips. Now if he tries to get his knee involved from here, there's nothing there. Now, what I'm going to do, as he tries to frame here, I'm going to get my hand inside the elbow. I'm going to do the opposite side so you can see, but basically what we're doing here, as I control the hips, I'm going to pummel my hand inside. Yeah? I'm going to do the other side so you can see the follow-up technique as well. If I attack the left arm, I'm going to control the right hip. I will tell you why in a bit, but this is because we want to be able to attack that arm properly. So here, he tries to defend, there's not much there. We tripod up high, if he tries to roll, etc., there's not much here. From here, we're going to get the hand inside, and we keep posting. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to push the hips, push my head towards the hips. You see what happens now is that the shoulder on the side I attack the arm from gets off the mat because of the pressure towards the hip. This is what we need to be able to, in a minute, attack the arm and make sure the elbow doesn't go back to the mat. Yeah? So from here, boom, we get inside. Now it's very simple. As he keeps framing, to grab the wrist and get into our Kimura grip already. And now the shoulder off the mat thing comes in. So as we move our knee inside, we block the shoulder from going back. If he now tries to go back to this, goes back, there's nothing there, and we're immediately in position. I keep my pressure on his belly. Yeah? If he tries to now spin towards his back, basically there's too much weight here to really get any power. From here, I'm immediately going to arch my back all the way up. I'm going to pull not with my arms, but with my back. So my shoulder keeps connected towards his elbow. Yeah, I'm not going to pull like this, because this gives him space to move from. Yeah? Exactly, you can free his head, etc. No, we're going to immediately move everything up, right there. And you see the arm gets away from the body, even if he has a good grip, we're now going to, in one movement, put his hand behind his back, right there. Yeah? If you do this well and in one move, it will be very difficult for him to keep the grip. We will make different videos of how to break the grip if you have a really strong guy. But for now, we can assume safely that for most people you will be able to break the grip. Now to finish the Kimura, I'm going to fold my elbow over the hip, so my arm goes towards the mat, right there. I'll release a little bit of pressure, let's turn. So from here, I'm going to move the elbow towards the mat. Now, if your opponent is very flexible, you move this all the way up. But my man, he doesn't really have the flexibility there, so we're just going to keep it low. Now I want to put his back on the mat. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my right hand leg connected towards his face and make a big step so that he gets the full weight of my hips on his chest. From here there's no more movement in his chest. We simply move the wrist up, and if he doesn't tap yet, we look up and we pull the elbow up and towards us. So basically turn the arm, and there we have our Kimura. Yeah? If you do it this way, this is a couple more steps to get to the finish. But if you do it in this way, you have a lot more breaking power, one, and there's a lot less movement for them. So what you see a lot of guys teaching, is basically pulling the arm up and then moving like this. This is fine, you can tap people here. But if he is able to free his head here, we actually are quite vulnerable here to get countered, etc. We might get into trouble. Yeah? If you do it, like I just showed you, where you keep the pressure on your opponent, it takes you more time, it takes you a little bit more effort there, but you will be able to safely move towards a submission and have a lot more control there. So let's take a look at that again. So first things first, if I do nothing here and just lay like this, you will be able to basically escape the position. So right now, I'm going to attack this arm, so my head goes towards the opposite hip. My arm goes inside and we pressure the hip right there. And my full weight is on there. My second hand will start pushing the wrist across And from here, we get into our Kimura position. My knee connects to the shoulder, we step over the head, and we keep the pressure on. Now, my entire body moves up, I move the arm back towards the back of his, head, back. Yeah? So from here, my elbow is going to fold over, right there. I'm going to walk closer to his head, make one more big step, really put the pressure of my hips in, and from there, I'm gonna really, really tight Kimura. Yeah? Okay. Keep the legs down. Yes. So from here, again, same thing, using the head for pressure, moving towards him, getting the wrist towards the mat, and the knee inside, covering our opponent's head. From here we have position, go up and back towards the back. I'm going to fold my elbow over, right there. Get my legs in position, and here we're in a very strong position to break our opponent's arm. Yeah? So let's do that one more time. Right, that's it. Kimura from north-south. Let's go.